Welcome back to our USA English podcast. We are so happy you are here.
Hi, everyone. It's great to see you again. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. So, before we start today's class, I have a question for Emily.
Oh, what is it?
If I ask you to describe yourself in one word, what would you say? Only one word.
That is hard. I think organized.
I knew you would say that. Your desk is always so clean. What about you? How would you describe yourself? Me? Probably curious. I always want to learn new things.
That is a good one, and that is exactly what today's class is about.
Right. Today we are learning how to talk about your personality in English. This is very important because people ask about your personality all the time, in job interviews, on first dates, when you are making new friends.
And if you can describe yourself well, you sound more sure of yourself and natural.
So if this class helps you, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps us make more videos.
Okay, let's start with a story. Emily, have you ever had a strange moment when you were describing yourself? Oh, yes. In my first job interview, they asked, "Tell us about yourself." And I just stopped. I could not think. I said, I'm nice. Just, I'm nice. I know, it was bad. I did not know what words to use.
Well, after today's class, that will never happen to you again.
Okay, let's start with good personality words. Jack, what is a good way to be that everyone likes?
I would say friendly. Everyone likes a friendly person.
Yes, that is right. If you are friendly, you are warm, easy to talk to. You smile. You make people feel comfortable.
My neighbor is very friendly. Every morning he waves and asks how I am. It makes my day better.
That is nice. I think I am friendly too, but maybe not before my morning coffee.
Fair enough. Okay, another important one is honest.
Being honest means you tell the truth. You are direct.
Yes, I think being honest is more important than almost anything else. If someone lies to me one time, I find it hard to trust them again.
Same. At work, I would rather someone tell me bad news honestly than hide it. Right. So you can say, I'm an honest person, or being honest is really important to me. Good. Next one, hardworking.
This is great for job interviews.
Oh yes, hardworking means you try hard. You do not give up easily. You work with dedication.
My sister is very hardworking. She is studying to be a doctor, and sometimes she studies until 2 a.m. I do not know how she does it.
Wow, that takes dedication. I am hardworking too, but I need my 8 hours of sleep.
Sleep is important. Now, what about confident?
That is a big one.
Confident is interesting because it is not the same as arrogant. Confident means you believe in yourself, but you are not rude about it, right?
Confident means you believe in yourself, but you are not rude about it, right?
Like, I am confident in my English teaching, but I do not think I am better than other teachers.
That is a good difference. Confidence is good. Arrogance is not.
Well said.
Let's talk about patient. Are you a patient person, Emily?
I am trying to be. Patient means you can wait without getting upset.
Teachers need patience. Kids ask the same question 5 times.
True. And I have learned that losing patience does not help anyone. Taking a deep breath is better.
Good advice. Now, what about creative? I think you are quite creative, Emily.
Thank you. Creative people think of new ideas. They think differently.
My cousin is very creative. He is a graphic designer and he makes the most amazing art.
That is wonderful. You don't have to be an artist to be creative, though. You can be creative in solving problems, in cooking, and in how you plan your day.
Great point. Creativity shows up everywhere. Last one for this part. Reliable.
Oh, this is so important. Reliable means people can trust you. You do what you say you will do.
My best friend is the most reliable person I know. If he says he will be there at 3 p.m., he is there at 2:55.
That is impressive. I try to be reliable, but sometimes I think things will take less time than they do.
We all do that. The important thing is to tell someone if you are going to be late.
Yes, that is right. So we have talked about friendly, honest, hardworking, confident, patient, creative, and reliable.
But you know what? No one has only good traits.
That is so true. Let's talk about the real side of personality.
Okay, this is where we are honest. Emily, are you shy or outgoing? That is a good question. I am actually in the middle. I am not very shy, but I am not the main person at a party either.
The life of the party. That is a great phrase. It means the most fun, most energetic person at a party, right?
I am definitely not that. I like deep talks with a few people better than being the center of attention.
Same here. I used to be quite shy when I was younger. At school, I never raised my hand in class.
Really? You seem so sure of yourself now.
Thanks. I worked on it. Being shy is not bad, though. Shy people are often great listeners.
That is true. The opposite of shy is outgoing. Outgoing people love meeting new people. They are very social.
My brother is very outgoing. He can talk to anyone about anything. At parties, he knows everyone in 10 minutes.
That is a gift. I like outgoing people, but I could never be like that.
And that is okay.
Let's talk about another pair, talkative and quiet.
I am definitely more on the quiet side. I think before I speak.
I have noticed that in our planning meetings. You listen for a while, then you say something very thoughtful.
Thanks. Meanwhile, you are the talkative one, but that is good for teaching.
True, I do not like quiet moments, but sometimes I worry I talk too much.
No, you are fine. Talkative people keep conversations going.
So, talkative means you love to talk. Quiet means you are more reserved.
Yes, that's right.
Now, what about serious versus funny?
Oh, I am probably more serious. I focus on getting things done.
But you laugh at my jokes.
Sometimes, when they are good.
Ouch. Okay. I would say I am the funny one. Or at least I try to be. I think humor makes life better.
It does. Serious people are not boring, though. We are just more focused.
Yes, that's right. Both types are needed.
Now, let's talk about organized versus spontaneous.
Oh, I am very organized. I have a planner, I make lists, I plan everything.
I have seen your color-coded calendar.
Don't judge me. It helps me stay on track. What about you?
I am more spontaneous. I like to just see what happens. Last weekend, I just got in my car and drove to the beach. No plan.
See, that would make me worried. I need to know the plan.
We are very different, but that is why we work well together.
True. Now, let's talk about emotional versus logical.
That is sweet, though. I am more logical. I think things through carefully.
When I have a problem, I talk about my feelings. When Emily has a problem, she makes a spreadsheet.
That is actually true. I made a spreadsheet to decide which apartment to rent.
Of course you did. But really, both ways are good. Emotions and logic are both important.
Yes, I agree. One more. Independent versus team-oriented.
I love working in teams. I get energy from other people.
I am more independent. I like having control over my work, but I can work in teams when needed.
That is the key. Being flexible. We all have our natural likes, but we can change when we need to.
Okay, we have learned many personality words, but how do we really use them?
Good question. Let me ask you. Emily, describe yourself.
I'm organized.
That is a start, but it is pretty simple. Let's learn better ways to describe yourself.
Right. Pattern number 1. I would describe myself as, this sounds professional and thoughtful.
For example, I would describe myself as organized and careful about details. Or I would describe myself as creative and open to new ideas.
Perfect. This pattern is great for job interviews. It sounds much better than just, I am organized.
Yes, exactly.
Pattern number 2. People say I am, or people tell me I'm.
Oh, I like this one. It is humble. You are not bragging. You are saying what others think.
Right. For example, people say I'm a good listener, or people tell me I'm very patient.
That sounds so much better than I'm a good listener. It is less like you were showing off.
Yes, exactly. I use this all the time. Last week in a meeting, I said, people tell me I'm careful about details, instead of I'm careful about details.
Smart.
Pattern number 3. I tend to be, or I'm generally.
This shows you know yourself well. For example, I tend to be quite quiet with new people. Or, I'm generally hopeful even in hard times.
Good examples. Now here's an important one. Pattern number 4. I can be a bit sometimes.
Oh, this is for talking about things that are not perfect, right?
Yes, that's right. It is honest, but not too negative. For example, I can be a bit impatient sometimes, especially when I'm stressed.
Or I can be a bit talkative sometimes, especially about things I really like.
Is that you?
Maybe, but notice how I added especially about things I really like. That makes it less negative.
Great point. Always give more information. Don't just list things that are not good.
Right. Now, pattern number 5. I'm the type of person who...
This is great for showing your personality through what you do. For example, I'm the type of person who always comes early. Or, I'm the type of person who remembers birthdays.
I love that. It is specific and it shows your personality through what you do.
Last pattern. I'm working on becoming more, or I'm trying to be more.
This shows you want to get better. For example, I'm working on becoming more confident when I speak in public, or I'm trying to be more spontaneous and less strict with my plans.
Is that you, Emily?
Actually, yes. My New Year's goal was to be more flexible.
How is that going?
Still working on it, but the point is, this pattern shows you know yourself and you want to get better.
Yes, that's right. Employers like that. Friends like that. It shows you are mature.
So let's look at all 6 patterns again. I would describe myself as, people say I am, I tend to be, I can be a bit sometimes, I'm the type of person who, and I'm working on becoming more.
Perfect. Now, let me give you a full example using more than one pattern. Go for it.
I would describe myself as friendly and outgoing. People say I'm a good communicator. I tend to be quite hopeful even when things are hard. I can be a bit talkative sometimes, but I'm working on becoming a better listener.
Wow, that was great. You used 4 different patterns.
Thanks. Now you try, Emily.
Okay. I would describe myself as organized and someone you can trust. People tell me I'm careful about details. I'm the type of person who always has a backup plan. I can be a bit serious sometimes, but I'm trying to be more relaxed and spontaneous.
Excellent. See how much better that sounds than just saying I'm organized?
So much better. Everyone watching, practice these patterns. They will make you sound much more natural and thoughtful.
Now here is something interesting. Sometimes our personality changes depending on the situation.
That is so true. I am different at work than I am at home.
Yes, that's right. Let's talk about this. At work, how would you describe yourself?
At work, I am very professional and focused. I am on time, I do my work by the deadline, I talk clearly.
See, that is important. At work, you show your work side, right?
But at home with my family, I am much more relaxed. I laugh more, I joke around, I don't worry about being perfect.
Same. At work, I am quite serious and responsible, but with my friends, I'm silly and carefree.
It is important to know this. You can say, at work, I'm very focused, but with friends, I'm more playful. Or, in work situations, I tend to be more formal, but in casual situations, I'm quite relaxed.
Good wording. Now, what about in new situations versus familiar situations?
Oh, that is a big one. With people I don't know, well, I am actually quite quiet. I watch and listen.
Really? You seem so sure of yourself.
Thanks. But it is different when I feel comfortable. Once I know people, I become much more talkative and outgoing.
That makes sense. I am similar. In new situations, I am careful and quiet, but once I feel comfortable, I open up.
So you could say, I am quiet at first with new people, but I become more comfortable once I get to know them.
That is a perfect way to say it.
Now, let's talk about stress. How does your personality change when you are under pressure?
Not in a good way. When I'm stressed, I become easily annoyed and not patient.
We all do. I become very quiet when I am stressed. I pull back and need time alone.
That is healthy. You know yourself. So you might say, when I am under pressure, I tend to become more focused and quiet. I need time to think. Or, when I'm stressed, I can become a bit short with people. But I know that, and I try to take breaks.
Knowing yourself is very important.
Now, one more situation. Interviews or formal settings.
Oh, this is important. In interviews, you want to show your best work self, right?
You might say, in work settings, I am on time, reliable, and careful about details. I work well alone and also with a team.
That covers all the important points. You are showing you can be flexible and professional.
And here is a tip. Always match how you describe yourself to the situation. If you are interviewing for a sales job, talk about being outgoing.
If you are interviewing for a research job, talk about being focused and able to work alone.
Great advice. Look at the situation and change your words to fit.
Okay, Emily, time for everyone's favorite part.
What is that?
Common mistakes. Let's help people avoid the errors that learners make when talking about personality.
Oh, yes. I have heard some interesting ones.
Mistake number 1 is big. I am very boring person.
Oh no, what is wrong with that?
If you say I am boring, it means your personality is not interesting. Other people feel bored around you.
So what should you say if you feel bored?
Say I am bored or I feel bored. That means you have nothing to do right now.
So I am boring equals I have a boring personality. I am bored equals I feel bored right now. Yes, that's right.
Never say I am a boring person unless you really think that.
Good point. Mistake number 2 is I am very shy person.
What is wrong?
The word is missing. Say I am a very shy person or just I am very shy.
Oh, the goes before very shy person. Got it.
Yes, I am a very friendly person, not I am very friendly person.
Makes sense.
Mistake number 3. People say, I have patient or I have creative. What is wrong with that?
We don't use have with personality describing words. Say, I am patient or I am creative.
Oh, so not I have confident, but I am confident.
Yes, that's right. You can say I have confidence because confidence is a thing, a noun. But for the describing word, use I am confident.
That is an important difference.
Mistake number 4, using too many personality words at once.
Oh, I see this all the time. People say I am friendly, honest, hardworking, creative, patient, reliable, organized, and confident.
That is like reading a dictionary.
Yes, exactly. Pick 2 or 3 words that really describe you. Quality is better than quantity.
Much better to say I'm creative and hardworking than to list 10 words.
Yes, I agree. Mistake number 5, not giving examples.
What do you mean?
If you just say I'm reliable, it is not very strong. Give an example. Say I'm reliable. For example, I've never missed a deadline at work.
Oh, that is so much better. The example shows it is true.
Yes, that's right. I'm creative. I love finding new ways to solve problems is better than just I'm creative.
Great advice.
Mistake number 6, mixing up opposites.
Like what?
Like saying I'm shy, but I'm also outgoing. Those are opposites.
True. You can say, I'm shy at first, but I become more outgoing once I'm comfortable. That makes sense because you are explaining the situation, right?
Or I'm serious at work, but funny with friends. That works.
Good.
Mistake number 7, being too negative in job interviews.
Oh, this is very important. When they ask about things you are not good at, never say, I'm lazy or I'm unreliable.
What should you say?
Choose a real thing you are not good at, but talk about it in a good way. I can be a perfectionist sometimes, which means I spend extra time on details. Or I am still getting better at public speaking, so I've joined a speaking club.
Perfect. You are honest about the thing you are not good at, but you show you are working on it.
Last mistake, being dishonest.
Yes, never say you have personality traits you don't have. If you say you are very organized in an interview, but then you are always late and miss deadlines, people will notice.
That is true. Be yourself.
Yes, that's right. It is better to be honest and show you know yourself.
You know what would make you sound really natural? Using personality phrases.
Oh, good idea. These are fun.
The first one is life of the party. This means the most fun, most energetic person at a party. Everyone wants to be near them.
For example, my cousin is the life of the party. Wherever he goes, people have fun.
I wish I was the life of the party, but I'm more of a wallflower.
A wallflower. That is another phrase. It means someone shy who stays in the background at parties.
Yes, that's right. I used to be a wallflower at school dances. I just stood by the wall.
That is very literal. Another great phrase, social butterfly. This is someone who moves from person to person at parties, talking to everyone.
She's a total social butterfly. She knows everyone at the office. Or, I'm not a social butterfly. I like talking to one person at a time.
Good one. How about down to earth? This means humble and practical.
Despite his success, he's really down to earth. He still drives an old car and wears regular clothes.
I like that one. What about set in their ways? This describes someone who does not like change. They have fixed habits.
My grandfather is quite set in his ways. He eats the same breakfast every single day.
That is sweet, though. Another one, wears their heart on their sleeve. This means someone who shows their feelings openly.
She wears her heart on her sleeve. You always know how she's feeling. Or, I try not to wear my heart on my sleeve at work. I keep my feelings private.
Good balance. Last one, old soul. This describes someone young who seems wise and mature, like an older person.
My niece is only 12, but she's such an old soul. She gives great advice.
That is sweet. These phrases make you sound like a native speaker.
Yes, that's right. But use them in a natural way. Don't force them.
Okay, it is time to practice. We are going to ask you questions and we want you to answer out loud. Don't be shy. This is your chance to use what you learned.
Ready?
First question. What is one good thing about your personality? Think about it, then say it out loud using one of the patterns we learned.
Good.
Next question. What is one thing you are trying to get better at? Remember the pattern, I'm working on becoming more.
Great.
Now, describe yourself at work versus at home. Use the pattern, at work I'm, but at home I'm.
Perfect.
Last question. How would your best friend describe you? Use people say I'm or my friends would say I'm.
Wonderful. If you answered all 4 questions, you are already getting better.
Wow, Emily, we talked about so much today.
We really did. Let's quickly look at what we learned.
We started with good personality traits: friendly, honest, hardworking, confident, patient, creative, and reliable.
Then we talked about real-life traits: shy, outgoing, talkative, quiet, serious, funny, organized, spontaneous, emotional, and logical.
We learned 6 strong sentence patterns for describing ourselves in a natural way.
We talked about how personality changes in different situations, at work, at home, with friends, when stressed.
We talked about 7 common mistakes to avoid when talking about personality.
We learned fun personality phrases like life of the party, social butterfly, and down to earth.
And we practiced with real questions.
The most important thing to remember is to be honest and be yourself.
Yes, that's right. Your personality is special. There is no one perfect personality. Some of us are loud, some are quiet, some are organized, some are spontaneous. All personalities are good.
And knowing how to describe yourself clearly in English will help you in job interviews, in conversations, and in life.
So practice these patterns. Use them this week.
Now it is time for our question of the day. Today's question is, if your best friend had to describe you in 3 words, what would they say? Think about it.
For me, my best friend would probably say funny, loyal, and not organized.
That is honest. My best friend would say organized, you can trust her, and caring.
Nice. So everyone write in the comments, my best friend would describe me as blank, blank, and blank.
We read every single comment and we love learning about you. It is also great practice for your English writing.
Before we go, thank you so much for watching today. If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with someone learning English. And subscribe to English Talk so you never miss a class.
Remember, learning English is a journey. Some days are easy, some days are hard, but if you practice a little bit every day, you will get better. Believe in yourself. Your personality is perfect just as it is, and now you know how to talk about it in English.
From both of us here at English Talk, keep learning, keep growing, and stay confident.
Bye everyone. See you in the next video.